Oh man, so as you guys know, we spoke about Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def, speaking on Drake and saying that he was pop.
Like, is Drake hip hop?
Why are you doing this to me?
Drake is pop to me, in the sense like if I was in Target in Houston and I heard a Drake song, it feels like a lot of his music is compatible with shopping.
Commercial music.
Or it's
Commercial music,
shopping with an edge in certain instances.
Fair. I like Drake's music, but I understand exactly what you're saying.
Of course, I mean,
It's
I get
commercial, entertaining, fun, good,
it's
formulaic music.
It's likable.
Likable music, yeah.
It's likable.
But is it? I'm gonna leave you alone. We're gonna move on.
Woo! So many products.
So many SKUs.
So many SKUs. Look at all these SKUs. Oh, so many products.
So much merchandising. So many barcodes.
I love this mall. Look at this place. I mean, look at this place. They have everything. Everything's here. They have everything here. Oh, this is great. This is a new Drake. You hear it? It's great. Okay. What happens when this thing collapses? What happens when the columns start buckling? Are we not in some early stage of that at this present hour? Are we seeing like the collapse of the empire? Buying and selling, where's the message that I can use?
Right.
What's in it for your audience apart from like banging the pom-pom?
Now, I'm shocked by this shit because this shows a huge level of maturity from Common because, that whole line, it bothers me when the guys get to acting like the broads. That was aimed at Common, and he's out here saying this shit. I'm surprised. But Common spoke on Drake, and he actually spoke up for Drake. Check this out right here.
To me, I think Drake comes from hip hop. Like when I first heard him rhyming, I was like, yo, this dude rhyming. Yeah. And he was, and if he goes out and makes songs that are popular, that's what it is.
But he's still an MC.
And also Drake's never Pitbull. He never went flow rider Pitbull with the pop.
Listen, I mean, the dude is an incredible songwriter. He's an incredible artist, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't touch that many people without having some type of, especially on for a long enough period of time as he's been doing it. Like it's pop artists, excuse me. It's pop artists that they have a hit and it's gone and you forget, oh, who was that? But I mean, this man has touched different aspects of culture, like, and been able to continue to do it. So, you gotta have some respect and know that, like, yo, this dude is a very talented artist. And Yasin is a genius, man. Like I've been around that dude and I'm like, and I've watched him as an actor, as an artist, and I listen to a lot of his raps and be like, yo, this dude he's like very like high level when it comes to like poetic rap and just, not even just poetic rap, but I'm saying he has poetry within his rap. And just can style on anything. He could do a lot. Mos Def, Yasin is not gonna hold his tongue. He's a warrior.
If he gets asked, he's answering.
He's gonna answer. And like you said, he did it with his personality, all that charisma. We know hip hop, like, to me, hip hop, because I was talking about it with one of my guys. He was like, well, what's rapping? What's hip hop? But I always looked at hip hop as like this culture, and rap is a part of hip hop. Like, no front. Like, I feel like when I listen to a Drake, I listen to a Chance, I listen to a Kendrick, you could tell they love the art form.
They're of it.
They come from it. They love it. Like that's what it is. And for me, Kendrick is like, in any era, he's one of the greatest MCs, just point blank. And I think, when you
So
start...
you putting Kendrick in your top 5?
I mean, I would have to say top 10 at least. At times, he's been in my top 5 just by me being, like, real honest with if I look over the scope of hip-hop, I gotta say Kendrick, like, how many people have had 4 albums where, like, the lyrics are that great, you making different type. Them albums ain't the same. They different. Yeah. And man, this dude, I mean, one of the Pulitzer surprise. I know that, like, maybe people were like, oh, that ain't hip hop, whatever. But that shows you your writing has went to a whole nother like stratosphere. If that many people are recognizing what you do as an MC, as a writer. So, but what I was about to say about hip hop though, to me, it's like, man, we just like what we like, man. It's okay to be like, man, some stuff I ain't into. And if somebody now, their expression of hip hop is what it is, then man, that's their interpretation of it. We can't like really, I can't really say, man, that ain't hip hop to me, because that's that person expressing what they want, what they feel like is hip hop to them. Whether they calling it rap, hip hop, that's them expressing it.
Okay, so let's get to some reactions, man. Homie says, even a nigga that's beef with Drake in the past says he's hip-hop. Respectfully, get Mos Def the funk out of here, gang. Comment a real one on how he answered everything. Niggas can learn a lot by not saying some negative and hating-ish. Homie says, I don't think Mos said he didn't come from hip-hop. He definitely started in the realm of hip-hop, but may have since transcended it and now makes target pop music. Both can be true. This person says hip-hop is more than rhyming, though. This lady says, I think he's trying to say he started with hip-hop vibes, but because the trends, he's more pop now. Drake is the reason behind 21 Savage success, Bros for Bros. That was random. All right. And that's not true as well. But Drake is always the topic for discussion. This just shows how big he is. Yet y'all still hate on him, sad people. We all know Drake is hip-hop. Drizzy, Kendrick, and Cole, top 3 of their generation, no cap. As much as people can try to hate on Drake, he is a great rapper. And we'll stop right here, dog. Hip-hop is just like the one drop rule to me. You can sprinkle it on anything and it makes it hip-hop. Folks think true hip-hop are guys standing on the corner rapping over boom bap beats, put a kick and snare over a country guitar, and it's hip-hop. All right, so that's why I'll stop right there reading reactions. Just my thoughts on situation. I think Drake is hip-hop. I think Common's hip-hop. I think Mos Def is hip-hop. Hip-hop is hip, meaning something that's new and, you know, hop. You feel me? Something that makes you want to move. You feel me? It's something new. It makes you want to move. You have MCs that raps to the beats and shit like that. That's what I thought hip-hop was to me. So even when it comes to people that's classify the dumbed down ABC rap as not hip hop, I'd be so surprised, because when you look back at the hip hop, you don't stop. That was ABC rap. So I can't see how you could look at that and say that's hip hop, and somebody saying some basic shit nowadays ain't hip hop. As long as you're telling a story about what's going on in your life, or you painting a picture of a scene, I think it's hip hop. And if you're rapping, that's the core of it. That's what you're doing. A lot of backpack rappers, some of them get upset that they aren't being appreciated and showing love and getting attention. I'm pretty sure they would love to make money from their craft that they put so much time into, a lot of them. But some folks who would have been considered backpack rappers or have the same mental makeup or the abilities of them, they figured out a way to go ahead and make money from being able to rap good. And they've taken that ability to learn the technicalities of being able to rap and use that to go ahead and bend the genre as much as possible to be able to reach as many audiences as possible, because they're smart. They're more smarter than the average gangster rap that was already being consumed by a lot of people. They learn how to tap into the average casual listener. And once again, like I said my last time covering this topic, I think it has helped hip hop because it's expanded the reach of hip hop. And I'm saying all this with Drake not even being in my top 5. Out of the big 3, the ones who I rock with the most is Kendrick and J. Cole. Those are the ones who I rock with the most. I think they better than Drake. But I can't take away from what he is. It is what it is. I just can't sit here and play mad and play upset when I have access to all the music that I could ask for. I could sit here and go and listen to a 2000 album, a 95 album, a 90s album, an 80s album if I want to, and listen to the modern shit. That's why hip hop could never be there for me, because I could always go and listen to the old shit. I just can't sit here and complain about it. It will always be alive because it's a click away for you to be able to access that shit. That was one of the best things as a kid. Now I'm on some podcasts talking shit. That was one of the best things as a kid. I had an older brother. He used to go away to college, then come back home and use my computer to load up his iTunes. So whatever my older brother came and dumped on that shit, I'll be able to go ahead and listen to it. And sometimes he'll go ahead and download an older artist's entire catalog. I remember he put the whole Outkast catalog on that shit. So as a kid, I'll be sitting there, I go ahead and press play on all Outkast shit, and I'll just be listening to it like, damn, this shit was dope as hell. And I'm living in the moment like this shit is fresh and brand new to me. When I finally got to college, my homie was listening to Tupac. I remember that my brother had Tupac on iTunes. He had everything Tupac on this. So I said, shit, I'm gonna go ahead and listen to all the Tupac so I could be on game with what my homie listening to. And everything Tupac said was hitting me at a perfect time to understand, you know, how it felt to be a young black man and all this shit in the world. This shit was so crazy. It was so relevant. That's the beauty of music. It's everlasting. So I can never call some shit dead when it's a click away. It's a click away. What happens is a lot of older folks, they want to continue to have that nostalgic feeling when sometimes it's just never going to happen. Not even sometimes, it's never going to happen. You're never going to get that feeling of these new things, these new experiences. You've already done it. Your time is past. Sounds are different. New artists are going to try to innovate as much as they can and stay fresh and new. And what we have to look forward to is them using samples from our days. I remember being a jit growing up and hearing my mom complain and saying, oh, they use this person's song. They use Blase song, as she would hear hip hop sampling some shit that she listened to when she was younger. That's just the nature of the beast. That's what hip hop does. It's about the youth, and it's gonna be a tough time for us to understand the youth. A lot of these new artists, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I must admit, I don't see a pathway for a lyrical artist to go ahead and take over right now, unless they use their brain and figure out how to go ahead and tap into the trendy music and chase the algorithm. I don't see it, but thank God J. Cole still rapping. Thank God Kendrick still rapping. I'll take that while I could. But hey though, man, y'all gotta let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here though. This is another update with Stace. Yo.